Hey, I'm Ryan Lagod.
And I'm Craig Tovey.
And welcome to Pete the Cat Club featuring Ryan Lagod.
And Craig Tovey.
Remember, to see even more of our spectacular Pete the Cat read-alouds, go to our YouTube channel.
Storytime with Ryan and Craig.
But like later.
Yeah, no, later.
Not right now.
Definitely not right now.
But eventually.
When the time is right, you'll feel it. Because today's Pete the Cat Club read-aloud is... Pete the Cat's Train Trip
by James Dean.
Honk honk.
That's honk honk. This is choo choo. Just
Let's get started.
Thank you. It's gonna be a long trip, guys.
Pete the Cat's Train Trip
by James Dean.
Honk honk.
Pete the Cat is going to visit his grandma. He gets to ride on a train.
Train station.
Tickets.
Pete's mom buys 3 tickets. She gives 1 to Pete and 1 to his brother Bob. Love going to Grandma's house.
Love it.
Right? Because whenever I think about Grandma's house, I think about food. My grandma and I used to bake chocolate chip cookies, and then we'd eat chocolate chip cookies with chocolate milk.
Oh, yeah. My grandma and I would go over my diet. We'd break down my nutritional information. She'd give me vitamins to supplement it. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah, like Flintstones vitamins or those.
Oh, no. These were like serious vitamins, you know. But they're good for me.
Trains today.
6 o'clock,
7 o'clock.
10 o'clock,
12 o'clock.
3 o'clock,
5 o'clock.
Pete looks up at the big board.
Our train is leaving at 10 o'clock.
He says, a train speeds by.
That's a cargo train.
Bob tells Pete. Pete's train has arrived. All aboard, calls the conductor. Pete's mom finds 3 seats.
I can't wait to see Grandma,
says Bob.
I can't wait to explore the train,
says Pete. The conductor comes to collect the tickets. Pete hands over his.
I love trains,
says Pete. I'll show you around, says the conductor.
Can't wait for Grandma's house.
Can't wait.
Because you know what I always think about when I'm going to Grandma's house?
Yep.
Getting shown around. Grandma shows me the coolest things,
Yeah.
like the zoo, the pool, we go swing on the playground.
Yeah, we go to a financial advisor. I start saving for my retirement. Oh, I love it.
You guys go to a financial advisor?
Oh my gosh. Dude, you should be starting now. I mean, like, there's so many options. You have mutual funds, you have Roth IRAs, CDs.
When we go to the zoo, I get a free lollipop. It's pretty great.
Oh, dude, when you go to the financial advisor, you get a free pen with his name on it. Pete follows the conductor from car to car as the floor rumbles under his feet.
Wow,
Pete says when they get to the caboose.
We're going over a bridge.
Pete sees his mom and Bob. They are at the snack bar,
I got this for you.
says Bob.
Snack bar.
Pete follows the conductor. He goes to the front of the train. Come in, says the engineer.
Wow.
Pete says. The engineer shows him the engine. The engineer shows Pete the train's brakes. There is a tunnel up ahead. As they go through the tunnel, Pete gets to honk the horn.
Toot toot.
Everything is light again,
Thanks for showing me around.
Pete says.
You know what this makes me think of about Grandma?
I do.
Really? Because it's pretty specific, so I'm not sure you're going to think the same thing.
Let's try.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Train. Really?
Yeah.
Is it because your grandma bought you a train and helped you assemble the whole thing and then you had your whole little station?
No, because my grandma would train me on how to do chores around the house. I learned how to sweep, I learned how to mop, I learned how to clean baseboards and toilets. It's not fun, but it's worth it. So it's kind of the same thing. Right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I got trained.
I got a train.
On his way back to his seat, Pete stops and makes new friends.
They live in different towns. They are getting off at different stops.
Pete plays games. A little kid wears his hat. Pete sings a song.
What a groovy ride.
We get off at the next stop, says Pete's mom.
Toot toot.
Pete looks out the window and sees
Grandma.
Pete is the first one off the train. Pete's grandma gives him a big hug. It feels good. Pete loves riding the train, but he loves his grandma even more.
Think we can agree on this one, Craig. There's nothing better than hugs from Grandma. After a day of cookies, the pool, the park, and playing with my train, nothing feels better than getting snuggled by my grandma.
Couldn't agree more. After a day of vitamins, financial planning, and becoming efficient at chores, nothing beats a hug from Grandma.
Agreed.
Vitamins.
Pete the Cat's Train Trip
by James Dean.
Honk honk.